Hey traders, it's Friday 3rd of September, so it's the first Friday of the month. So what does that mean? It means it's non-farm payroll day, which comes out at 1:30 p.m. UK time. Obviously, if you are an experienced trader, you're pretty much gonna know that off by heart. But if you're new to the game, then 1:30 p.m. UK, first Friday of the month. Non-farm employment change, a little bit of a description there. If you want it, change in the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Okay, so this is or can be a big event, and although it comes from the US and it's to do with jobs numbers from the USA, the result for this can actually affect pretty much all of the market, because the US dollar is one of, the most important currency in the world. So it will affect even cross pairs. So just be aware of that if you are in any trades or trading around that time. So that is actually less than an hour from now. It's 12:39 here in the UK. So look out for that. So just have a quick look at the dollar index. Obviously, we don't know what the numbers will be, if they're going to be good or bad for the dollar, but I can see this supportive trend line here. So it looks like price is on the way to test this. Now, whether it comes to test it, with the news in a straight line, or whether we see a little pullback and then maybe come and test it, we'll have to wait and see. If you just look at this price action here on the daily, you can see this impulse down, this correction here, impulse down. I think we're due another correction, to be honest with you, potentially before we see that move down. This little zone here is of interest because it was previous support, broken. It may get tested, it may become resistant, so we may see price come into there and drop down. Depending on the numbers, we may see price just totally break through. But technically, that would be something nice to look for, that move there. So look out for that. That's the dollar index. One particular dollar pair of interest for me is pound USD. I'll just show you why. Very, very nice uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. You can see trend line. It's almost like a staircase, higher highs, higher lows. There's a little zone here around about 137.88. You can see where price tried to break through, false break. That was the highest close there, false break. Tried to break through there, false break, and all closing at that same price. Then we broke through. So I would like to see price come and test this zone, maybe even this trend line here. Maybe it'll test here at the interaction, and then see buyers come in. That would be absolutely perfect. If we can see that, then we have a trade setup, but it will depend on what happens from the US later this afternoon. Well, in less than an hour. So that's something you can look out for. It's something I'm watching as well. So I'm not going to go into it any more than that, because literally whatever happens on the dollar could affect pretty much everything. But that is one of my favorite potential trade setups. So that might set up, we might get a spike down here. If we do, if there's any traders out there that like to trade the smaller time frames, you could perhaps drop down into the 5-minute, and if price comes down into this zone, do we start to see buyers come in? I personally don't like trading around non-farm payroll, so I'll just be sitting out of the market. I'll be interested to see what the 2 o'clock candle looks like on the H4 time frame. But, the volatility could still be a little bit too volatile at that point. So if there's no setup, there's no setup. Or if I'm not happy with, the ideal trading scenario is that you trade in calm conditions, basically. Okay, calm conditions, when the market is, not reacting to news, because you can see, for instance, dollar swing one way and then it can totally swing the other way. So it's a little bit, I think my personal view is, if you trade through non-farm, then you're adding risk, unwanted risk, if you like, into your trades, and that's something that I don't like doing. When I place a trade, it's because it has a highly probable that it's going to make me money, highly probable that it's going to go the way which I think it will. But when you throw in news, it can throw things off balance. So just have a little think about that. Obviously, each trader to their own. You all have your own way. Each have your own style. If you're new to the game, you will develop your own style. You know what you look for, and that will come with experience. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we get a trade set up today. We might not get it. It might be on Monday. Pound USD 4 hour looks really nice. Let's see what happens, guys. Stay safe, trade safe, have a good weekend, and I will catch you again next week. Bye.